What's up everybody, we are back with another exotic weapons and catalyst video, and this one is on the Arbalest exotic linear fusion rifle, which is a primary kinetic weapon. So let's get into weapons perks. The first perk is extended barrel. It is a weighty barrel extension that increases the range, decreases handling speed, and moderately controls the recoil. The next perk is projection fuse. It has distance optimization, so increased range. The origin trait is disruption break. Breaking an enemy's shield with this weapon makes them more vulnerable to kinetic damage for a brief period. The next perk is composite stock. This weapon has a versatile dual-purpose stock, so it slightly increases the stability and handling speed, and the final perk is a kill tracker for PvE and PvP. The intrinsic trait is compounding force. It fires slugs that cause massive damage to elemental shields of enemy combatants. Additionally, it is strong against barrier champions, and what that means is that it will always stun barrier champions regardless of seasonal artifact mods. As for its exotic catalyst, breaking a combatant's shield with this weapon fills its magazine from reserves. Also, energy weapons regenerate ammo on hit when matching the damage type to the combatant's shield. The catalyst additionally increases the handling by 20 and the magazine by 30. So a brief history of Arbalest in Destiny 2. Arbalest was added to the game as part of Year 2's spring event called The Revelry, which occurred during Season 5, Season of the Forge, which was the second season of Forsaken that had begun in December 2018. The event itself was from April to May 2019. The Revelry was a one-time event that only occurred in Year 2, as it was replaced by Guardian games the following year. Arbalest was originally obtained from completing a Revelry event triumph called Party Hard. Once the event ended, Arbalest became a world drop exotic. And as for its exotic catalyst, it was added along with the Bungie 30th anniversary pack in December 2021, which was a mid-season update for Season 15, Season of the Lost, that had begun that August, which was the fourth and final season for Beyond Light, or Year 4 of the game. So to obtain Arbalest in Destiny 2 today, it is a world drop exotic, which means it is obtainable from any exotic engram that can drop from any activity in the game. Additionally, the weekend Xur can sell it. As of the final shape, which released in June 2024 and began Year 7 of the game, Xur now only appears in the Bazaar of the Tower, and he now has a marker on the map, but he's back here in this alley by the ramen shop. When you come here to Xur, you'll go under the Strange Gear Offers box, and he'll have 3 random exotic weapons, plus Hawkmoon, and regardless of what weapons he's selling, they will each cost 23 Strange Coins, and Strange Coins are obtained through the core playlist activities, which are the Vanguard Operations, Crucible, and Gambit. However, because Arbalest is considered a Forsaken weapon, it requires ownership of the Forsaken pack in order to purchase the weapon from Xur if he is selling it, and you can conversely use a Forsaken cipher instead of the Strange Coins to purchase it from Xur if you have any ciphers, but if you don't have the Forsaken pack, you cannot purchase it from Xur. However, you can still obtain it from exotic engrams. And speaking of exotic engrams, if you come here on the weekend and these 3 random exotic weapons are not a weapon that you are looking for, you can get a chance at obtaining the weapon by purchasing an exotic engram, and the price of this engram varies. It's been as low as 13 Strange Coins to as high as 29. But this exotic engram contains a random world drop exotic that is not already in collection, and you can only purchase 1 engram per weekend. Additionally, there are a couple of exotic quests from Shah Han on the Cosmodrome that rewards Arbalest. One is called Another Last City and was added with the Lightfall expansion in February 2023, which began Year 6, and the other is called the Heart's Depths, which was added with the final shape. To access these quests, however, you'll need to own the respective expansions from which they were added. So that's 2 additional ways to obtain the weapon, giving us 4 possible sources to obtain Arbalest, and those are exotic engrams, from Xur if you own the Forsaken pack, and these 2 exotic quests from Lightfall and the final shape respectively. So if you don't own any of the paid content, you can still obtain this weapon from exotic engrams. After you have obtained Arbalest in whichever way, to acquire its exotic catalyst, it is a random drop from completing the core playlist activities, so Vanguard Operations, Gambit, and Crucible. Additionally, and also as of the final shape, Xur also sells 2 random exotic catalysts on his main page under multi-various strange offers, and these cost 71 strange coins each, so this is another possible source to obtain the exotic catalyst for Arbalest. But note that these catalysts that Xur sells are those that drop randomly from activities and not ones that are only obtained through exotic quests or exotic missions. Once you obtain the catalyst, to upgrade it, it requires 500 kills with Arbalest. So to recap the video, to obtain the Arbalest exotic linear fusion rifle, it is a world drop exotic, so it can be obtained from any exotic engram that drops from any activity or from Xur, who can sell it. But in order to purchase it from Xur, it requires ownership of the Forsaken Pack. It can also be obtained from 2 different exotic quests called Another Last City and The Heart's Depths, both of which can be picked up from Shah Han on the Cosmodrome if you own the Lightfall and the Final Shape expansions respectively. To obtain its exotic catalyst, it is a random drop from completing the core playlist activities, so the Vanguard Operations, Gambit, or Crucible, and Xur can also randomly sell it, and then to upgrade the catalyst it requires 500 kills with Arbalest. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like down below. Also make sure to subscribe because I have other videos like this available, and I'll see you in one of my other ones.